All right, let's be real. Sometimes your brain just feels like a messy sandwich. There's too much going on, stuff slipping out the sides, and no napkins in sight. That's where therapy comes in.
And we're not just talking about screaming into the void or trauma dumping on your sandwich artist. We're talking actual therapy with someone who knows what they're doing. And lucky for you, BetterHelp, our paid partner for this episode, makes it easy to get started.
No waiting rooms, no weird therapy office smells, just a quick questionnaire and boom. You're matched with a credentialed therapist in a couple days. And if it's not a vibe, switch it up faster than you can switch up your sandwich sauce.
So if your brain feels like a chaotic group chat, do yourself a favor, go to betterhelp.com/thinkfresh or hit the link in the description for 10% off your first month. Your future self will thank you. Greetings, slime.
Slurp, slurp. What's up, Eric? What's up, breadheads?
Slippery
Ty and
slime.
Eric back in the booth. Wow.
That's right, baby. Ty, your tan is holding up really nicely after Italy, I must say. We're deep in the depths of mud season, and you got some nice color going on still. Pretty jealous.
Thank you. I appreciate that observation. I know I've had no vitamin D whatsoever for a month, but I think I'm just like permanently toasted at this point.
Bros had no D and no Cheney, unfortunately. Yeah, we're permanently toasted.
D Cheney is also permanently toasted. Hey, R.I.P. to a real one.
This isn't okay. We've linked since our last episode, and when we did, we watched a movie about open caskets. Do you remember that? I barely remember, but it was a theme.
Yeah, we watched some. I don't know. Would you call it even a horror movie? I don't know. It was scary. And there's so many open caskets in it. And open caskets only happen in movies. I've never been to one. Have you?
I've never been to an open casket funeral. I've never even seen a embalmed body. The closest thing to an embalmed body, I would say, is a Subway sandwich wrapped in saran wrap. That would be the closest thing I've ever seen to a preserved dead thing.
Right. Or like Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Anyways,
kind of disturbing. I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I don't think I would want to either. Like, to walk into a funeral home, which is already just terrible vibes, and then to be like, oh yeah, what do you say? Who we're celebrating? Remembering? I don't know. It's like open faced. It's kind of crazy to be like, oh, they did it open faced.
Yeah, it's not birthday boy, it's like death day boy,
Death day boy. Yeah, it's a different vibe. So do you think Dick Cheney's funeral was open faced?
I don't know what state that guy was in the last decade, so it's hard to say. But you know what I keep thinking about? I keep thinking about how last year we saw the decline of Joe Biden happening in real time. And I was thinking about, like, usually that happens like very rapidly with old blokes. And like, has anyone checked up on this guy? Like, is he alive? Or are they hiding his death because they were like too embarrassed to admit that he wouldn't have made it a year into his term,
Yeah, dude. Every time there's a picture of Joe Biden leaving his house now, he's got aviator sunglasses on and two large men on either side carrying his body like it's weekend at Biden's, baby.
Yeah, dude, 100%. And for some reason, he's never holding a newspaper with today's date on it. It's just not happening. So we can't fact check it.
We're cluing in, though. The world's catching on. This guy is, he's with Cheney now.
Yeah, dick in hand.
Crazy.
Ty, we had this is a crazy podcast because we're talking about the cycle of life here, but we've had a new birth at Subway, and Subway themselves have teased it on the gram. I'm not sure what to really think of it, but it looks like, well, okay, I'll just read the post. Subway proper with a blue check says, "Dear friends and family, you are fully invited to the naming of our newest creation. Once just a bun in the oven, our little one came out to measuring 12 inches. We are excited for you to meet our perfectly chubby footlong." And then there's a photo of a sandwich wrapped in a like cheesecloth. Any idea what this could be? Why are they giving birth to a sandwich? It just looks like a BMT.
Dude, this is so wild. Subway Instagram's crazy for this. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm trying to like get into the comment section right now with the Think Fresh account so I can comment, "Welcome back, Dick Cheney."
The rebirth.
The rebirth. Yeah, Subway baby. Now, this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting for a few reasons, Eric. One is that this has been a popular Halloween costume for newborns for like decades, to like wrap your baby in like a sandwich wrapper from the way and call it a foot long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
classic Halloween costume.
it is a classic one, but this seems to be something different. This isn't actually a baby they're birthing. Maybe they're birthing like, oh my God, you know what it probably is, Eric? Because it feels like they're foreshadowing a product launch here, like a new sandwich or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's what it is. I think they finally are like figured out how to like make a new type of meat.
Okay, so you're telling me Subway is engineering meats now, and they are like 3D printing some nuggets. Perhaps they're mixing some pink goop together and, you know, hardening that into a kind of ham-like substance, a pink disc of sorts. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, it's not like they've been dabbling in bioengineered proteins for a long time, as we know. And I'm just like Sherlocking things together right now because I'm scrolling to the top of the Subway account on Instagram and I see the word TurHamKen. So is it possible Subway has, there's no context. It just says TurHamKen and it's trademarked. What if they've like, dude, what if they've like Frankenstein together? In Subway Labs, they fused together the DNA structure of all of the meats to make one super meat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're about to birth it.
Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, the holidays are coming up. You know, people are cooking up turkeys at home. Your family is probably doing like a big circular spherical tofu ball.
Thank you. One giant butternut squash.
Yeah, totally. But another one is the turducken tie. You've heard of this, haven't you?
Yes, I'm familiar with turducken culture. I think it's like absurd and it takes up too much like space in the cultural sphere for what it is. It's just like this dumb, nerdy thing that meat lovers embrace. And for some reason, everyone knows what it is.
I don't know if I want to like claim that community as part of the meat lovers community because I'm a very passionate spokesperson for the meat lovers.
Well, you're a purist meat lover. You're just like pepperoni. You know? You're a pepperoni man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chicken. No, but I think like there's like a weird subculture of meat eaters who are, I think it's like a derivative of epic mealtime. Like it's just whenever they introduced the like over baconification of food, like bacon wrapped everything, layers and layers of bacon. How many like different types of meat can we fuse and hold hands in the oven together? I don't think it makes any sense. I don't know why they would try to create like a new genre of like Frankensteining meats together. It just simply doesn't need to exist. And this is clearly one of those attempts.
Yeah, but like if you could pull it off, you'd have such a niche in the market because you can go to any fast food restaurant, have beef or have chicken, Eric, or maybe some have ham, but if only Subway has the TurHamKen, that's like groundbreaking. Could be good for business. I mean, like, but I agree though. Like, it needs to stop. Like,
it needs to stop, dude. Okay, let's just break it down. Turkey, ham, and chicken. I can only assume those are the three animals that are present here. um,
Hmm.
Turkey and chicken are like 99% the same DNA. So there's no added value of including a turkey there. Turkey is
Yeah.
only for like the aesthetics of Thanksgiving. You know, it's
Not
the
impressed.
only reason why
Like,
it exists. Yeah. So then we got ham. Ham is like what the alternative Thanksgiving crowd goes for. They're like, we're not a turkey household. We go with ham.
mhm.
Maybe there's some Bavarian roots there, but why have three? You know, it could just be the TurHam.
Because I guess just to like have two is not that impressive, you know? If it's just like turkey ham, you can do that through like an act of layering, you know? It's accessible to most households. But
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you have like three different types of protein in something, it's just like it's Americana at that point, you know? It's excess. It's
Mm-hmm.
silly. It's obscene.
It's why the hell not?
Exactly. And
Um,
that's why we hate it, because the only people that would like that I could imagine this, that even asked why, or like how should we, they didn't ask should we, they just said could we, you know.
mhm.
And then they did.
Somebody, yeah, somebody high up at Subway was like, better ask for forgiveness than permission. You know, they won't
Hmm.
let us make a TurHamKen. They simply won't.
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone felt the same. Like the Dr. Frankenstein in at Subway HQ is like, I don't think my creation will cause harm to the world, as they all
Mm-hmm.
do before they unleash their monster.
Mm-hmm. Totally. We just got to get the big CEOs to go on Joe Rogan and warn us that the biggest threat for humankind is not AI, it's actually meats and fusing them together for the holidays simply for novelty purposes.
Yeah. Uh, well, I maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what they're birthing, but that's clearly something that's hitting the menu at some point. And it's possible that this is just like not any biotechnology. This is literally like a sandwich with three different types of meat in it. I would be disappointed at that point.
I mean, I feel like that exists already. Like, what is the cold cuts? Isn't it not just ham and fucking turkey slices? Like, are
Yeah,
they slicing it differently or something? What's going on here?
maybe they're serving. Maybe these are just warm cuts, dude. They just pre-toasted them.
Yo, it's just the warm cut.
It's like cold night and it requires a warm cut.
Mm-hmm, totally. Wow, what a disappointment.
I
Um,
know. Now that we're talking it through even more, I'm starting to realize that that is probably the situation we're in.
mm-hmm. It's simply a hot sandwich.
Yeah, nothing goes better with a hot sandwich than a cold beer, my friend.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. Happy
That sounds
Friday.
beautiful. Happy Friday, mate. Nothing like nothing like meeting a baby with beer on the breath, right?
uh, Meat baby. That's what they're making at Subway. A meat baby.
I love to see it. There's also two more things on the menu here, which I don't understand the whole like information architecture that's happening here because they also have a festive chicken and a festive turkey. But if we really want to get nitpicky, where's the festive ham?
I was just
Did
going
they
to
forget
say,
that one?
do they run out of word count in the Instagram bio?
It's possible. Yeah, what's going on with that?
Well, you know why, Eric? It's because during the holidays, we become the little piggies because we're fattening ourselves up with on all this slop.
Hmm. That is a nice thing about the holidays, though. I mean, it's an excuse to just gorge every day on, on food that you would never eat any other time of the year. Like, who's eating turkey, bro? Like, honestly, you're never eating it.
I'm in like a weird state though, Eric, where we're going into the holidays now, and that's like obviously like eat a bunch of trash and like gain a few pounds and maybe like just do things that you have to lie to your doctor about.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I've been
And your
already,
insurance.
Yeah. I've been already doing that for like 2 months. Like, I've been carb loading, I've been crushing beers, I've been
Mm-hmm.
like just making like the fattest creations. This morning I like made a delicious eggs Benedict, and I just like put a bunch of brie on it. Like, I just took a wheel of brie, chopped it up, layered it in there. Um I'm just like, I'm eating so fat right now. I'm fattening up for the winter, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can go
Yeah.
another 2 months of this.
Yeah. I mean, you're on the right track. I think you've been practicing all year actually for this very moment. You've been working on your alcohol tolerance, a la Halloween. And I'm still impressed you didn't throw up everywhere on Halloween. I still have,
I'm
I'm still getting night terrors from then.
I can't believe you did, dude. They're you know what they're calling us right now? I'm Pookie and you're Pukey. That's what they're saying on the street. And Wallace and
Oh,
Vomit. That's our duo.
wow, you had that one cooked up. Just be happy that you're not having to hold my hair back. Okay.
Yeah, I guess there is a benefit to shaving your head, is that you can
Mm-hmm.
handle the Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
on
Totally.
yourself. One man show.
Super Bowl, the porcelain throne, as they call it.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Oh fuck. Even just thinking about that night, I get shivers down my spine.
But you reestablished a drinking routine since then, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. The next day, you gotta restart.
Yeah, me
Um,
too, dude. I think I had 7 beers last night.
yeah, I heard you had a night on the town last night. That was pretty
Yeah,
fun.
it was awesome. I've been hitting the town like every day this week, because when I don't know, when the sun sets so early, you just want to like get out on the prowl. You're like this. I gotta roam the streets like a raccoon.
Totally. As you age, you want to stay young, and being young means being outside when it's dark. And luckily for
Mhm.
us, Ty, in November, the sun sets at 4:30. So like right now it's fucking dark outside. So like
Yeah,
we can hop outside, go for hit 3 or 4 pubs, and then be home and in bed by 9. It's
it's the
pretty
best
awesome.
part. Yeah, because like
Hmm.
the old head in me wants to like light the diptyque candle, crack the spine of a good book,
I
like,
wasn't sure where that was going. I thought you say crack the spine of a old thought. Something.
lower the lights, have a bath. But the there is a youthfulness to just being like, it's pitch black out, it's 4 p.m. I'm gonna go have some fun. I'm gonna go get into trouble.
Totally. I agree. I've been doing some real midlife crisis type shit since we've last spoke. Ty, I've been going for a run like 4 to 5 days a week,
Mm.
and because of the sunset, that means I'm running in pitch black darkness for like 45 minutes through the woods here in my current hometown. So I'm running around with a headlamp. I'm going full like
No,
ultra marathon dork mode with a headlamp and waving at the old dog walkers who are in the
dude.
same position as me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some like dorky dad shit to do that. Like, you're like
Hmm.
one reflective vest away from just handing over your coolness badge.
Yeah, totally. I mean, as Rick Owens said, Ty, I'm going to butcher this, but there's nothing cooler than being in a hot body.
That's fair. What they don't tell
um,
you is what you have to do to get there.
That's true. You got to go full dork mode, full send, and then yeah, you might get there eventually. But one thing they don't tell you when they hand you your badge, gun, and headlamp is when you're running in the darkness, you see a lot of eyes looking back at you, reflecting,
Mm.
and it's not a really comfortable thing to see when you're sprinting in the woods, and then sometimes it's directly in front of you and you're just like hoping that it's a dog, and you get up to it and it's like a nice golden retriever who's just like wagging its tail. You're like, oh
So
god,
lucky.
thank god it's not a fucking animal that wants to rip my throat out.
Yeah. And the worst part about being being in that situation is, even though you're like probably a good runner, like, humans are just like the slowest animal. you know
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know, a badger could probably like chase you down and bite your calf.
100%, dude. A beaver could nip at my heel.
Imagine being taken down by a beaver. It's highly likely.
Honestly, if you're in Olympic Village here in Vancouver, there's a resident beaver that lives in the swamp there. Real nasty little guy in the bayou.
Yeah, dude. And there's not
Do you know
enough
what I'm talking
lumber.
about?
Yeah, I do. And there's not enough lumber left in that corridor to satisfy that beaver's hunger. So he's coming for just like some meaty calves.
Oh, 100%, dude. If you ever like can't get a permit to chop down some trees, then just unleash a wild beaver and then it'll do your job for you. Yeah, that place
nature
is
finds a
actually
way,
barren.
as they say.
100%, bro. But yeah, like humans, like if I'm challenging a coyote to a half marathon distance, I might win. But the problem is they can catch me in like 1 second. So there's the distance at play here is not up to me. You know what I mean? I can't set the rules. The coyote is just in a hunter mode and it's going to track me down and, take a bite out of my left cheek.
Hey, do you think that's why whenever we go to Subway, we're always like annoyed with how slow the sandwich artist is? Is because we're in hunter mode, so everything's moving faster for us?
Yes.
Great
Great
coyotes.
analogy.
Just kind of clicked for me right there.
Yeah, we're the apex predators. Once we walk in there, like, we're in charge. We are pointing at what we want and we're getting it. Lettuce.
I have this like adrenaline flowing through me. That's why I act with such a commanding energy.
Totally. And when you're hungry, it's like there's a reason why we get lethargic after you eat, right? It's like I've fulfilled my task today of hunting down some food. But once you're hungry and you're like looking for the next bite, oh dude, it's anyone's game.
Dude, we're always just looking for our next bite. So yeah, that's life, man. Just one bite at a time.
I 100% agree, bro. Any other topics, bro? I have one question for you.
I had a random thought that came into my mind.
Okay, so please go first.
Okay. Sometimes you're like eating your sandwich, and then like you ever just like flip it and then start eating from the other side, or do you always just go one end to the other, like front to back?
I get where you're going with this, Ty. The sauce likes to pool at the bottom of the sandwich, right? If we can agree on that, then we can answer the question. If I'm eating slowly and more sauce is ending up at the bottom of the sandwich, I will pull a burger and flip that thing around and start hitting it from the back.
Give it the 180. I do it too, and it's like kind of a freaky move to like do it prematurely, to like
totally
to pre-bite, if you will. Yeah,
it makes sense because you gotta do some sauce management at that point. Like the case is a lot easier to make for a burger because like the sauce be sliding around, the patty is inching over. Your onion, is poking out the back. You got to make sure that thing doesn't fall out.
Yeah, you got like the tomato slices like so far out, it's like tickling your palm. You can feel like the tomato rubbing against your hand. Get back in there.
I'm a little bit ashamed to admit it, but I have just pushed it back in with my palm before.
That's okay. I think it's a handheld. You should be using every part of the hand.
And every part of the burger can get touched.
Exactly. Dude, you can stick your hand right in there if you want. Who cares? There are no rules.
Yeah, totally. There's no difference between touching the bun and touching the burger bun or the burger patty.
Yeah, my hands are dirty either way. It doesn't matter.
I did not wash my hands.
Like I can stick my whole fist in there. It doesn't matter. Like just rub it around. Get it like theoretically when you get a hamburger, the first thing you should do, pick it up with both hands and just like squeeze it and like clump it into like a really thick ball so that it holds together. And then you start eating it like you're eating a snowball,
Yeah. I mean, there's probably like a guidebook on how to eat a burger, but I think the press down is typically something that is done. The There's like a press down, slice, cut in half combo you can do as well. I think that's for bitches, personally.
The press
But yeah,
down. You mean like you're smash burgering yourself? You know?
yeah, you're not necessarily smashing the patty, but you are kind of from bun to bun, from tip to tail. You're kind of compressing it down.
You're bun smashing. But the thing is, like, when you do that, you're creating a lot of like, you're increasing the circumference of the burger. You're creating a lot of like potential for stuff to slip out. So what I always think, Eric, is I always think like, what would Joey Chestnut do? And I'm pretty sure Joey Chestnut would just like literally compact it into just a super tight ball, you know? And that, I'm telling you, that is the move here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in the case of Subway, we don't have the same dimensions of the footlong, make that a little bit more challenging. So you're like kind of hitting it from the front. Would you call it eating it backwards if you turned it 180? Are you like eating it backwards now? I don't even know. Is that backwards?
It is backwards if it's sliced in half and you're eating one half at a time. Because presumably you're starting with the like cross section part, right?
Yo, but what if you're left-handed? Then are you starting backwards? And you're wait, never mind. Okay.
Fucking dude, no.
I don't know.
Joey Chestnut, do you think he has an eating disorder, or is it like if you're getting paid, then all bets are off? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're paid to, I don't know, drink yourself silly to test a beer, you're not an alcoholic. You're doing your job.
You're right. As soon as there's a paycheck on the other side, you're a professional. Like,
Exactly.
This guy has. If that was me eating 47 hot dogs in half an hour, I think my friends would be concerned. My family would do a wellness check on me. They're like, Ty, that's too many dogs.
I know, yeah. But not until you show them the Wealth Simple, direct deposit, and you go, nah, babe, I'm just trying to put some more food on the table.
Surely there's enough, but but it is kind of cool.
Enough food on the table. We don't need any more. You've eaten it all.
Yeah, there was a lot until you ate it.
Yeah.
There is something really aspirational about being in a position where you're paid to consume something, because most people are paid to create something, whether you're the barista at Starbucks or the Wall Street employee they're kind of consuming, they're leeching on I don't know how hedge funds work. Most jobs, they have to create a thing, you create a part of the factory, you create an idea because you're a white collar guy. But not Chestnut. He only he's a black hole.
No, totally. I guess like you gotta, in the capitalist society we live in, you gotta create something that someone else can buy, right? So that makes me realize Chestnut is an entertainer. We're paying to watch this guy take down 57 dogs and not want to throw up after, Maybe he does. We don't know.
Huh. You're right. He's a performer. He's getting paid to he's no different than A24 or like OnlyFans,
He's the white man's LeBron James.
He is. Top of his game. King Nut, we call him.
Say it with your chest, nut.
Yeah. I'm actually drinking a chestnut ale beer, and I don't know if that's how we got to this conversation or not. It's kind of weird. It must have been. We must have subconsciously picked up on that. I don't know how else we would have got here.
I didn't see that it was that, but it must be that it's swashing around in your belly that you decided to talk about it.
I've embodied the chestnut, literally.
I have some.
You had a question for me, Eric, or you had something you needed to get off your chestnut.
I did, but your topic was better, to be honest. I just wanted to talk about the recent Vogue article that posed the question to its audience: is it embarrassing to have a boyfriend in 2025? Ugh. Do you read this?
Yes, I've been hearing all about this. all the girlies online are talking about this, and I don't really know what to think. I'm taken aback by it. I'm shocked.
Well, luckily for you, Ty, you just missed it because you're no longer a boyfriend. You're a husband. In fact, deep down, you've always has been.
Yeah, you're right. I'm booed up permanently, and
Mhm.
I feel like though there's still like a lot of boyfriend in me, and so I can empathize with what's happening with my fellow like dating soldiers.
Totally. Yeah, this is not a good time for single men. You know what I mean? Unless you're a little haughty or something. But normal
Like me.
men, emphasis on little.
Thanks.
But yeah, like I don't know if I think I see where this is kind of going. Like the anti boy rhetoric is
hmm
peaking, Ty, and can't say that there's a strong argument against it. To be honest.
Well, this is what the problem is, Eric. Is they're right. I don't really know how. Like, yeah, like boys are dumb, and boys have sucked for so many years, and they're only sucking more every year. And then they keep
Hmm.
coming. Boys keep coming, inventing more reasons to be bad. Like, they're like, "Oh, we got Fortnite now." There's
Yeah,
another.
more and more men in their 30s that I know in my circle are gaming, and that's a red flag. To be honest.
Yeah, they're pulling back. They're retreating.
Hmm. I think it's kind of funny how this coincides timeline wise with um, returning to traditional roles in the household. And I think women are realizing that they do everything anyway. So why have just one guy around there? Got one guy around the house when you can play the field. You're doing all the work anyway.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta have a guy for everything, right? A guy for dinner, a guy for trips, a guy for this, guy for that. Like, there's no
Hmm.
reason not to, like, I don't know, build a program out of it
Hmm.
if you
Build a
have the
roster.
means to. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So finding a wife is a lot like getting a girl pregnant now. You gotta be one of the swimmers who are gonna swim the hardest, and only one of you are gonna get chose.
And you gotta, like, your best chances are if you do it really young by accident.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get in there super early. Um, yeah, it's hilarious.
Like,
Uh,
before they catch on.
mhm. Yeah, and more and more men are podcasting, so that's super embarrassing too.
Well, it's
Listening to
kind of
Think Fresh.
dude. Shout out to all our male listeners.
Hmm.
Podcasting is like one of the acts of retreat that men are doing. They're gaming, they're podcasting, they're making protein shakes, they're
Hmm.
doing all these things that they're like chronically online. They're
Hmm.
like they're doing their own research, which they should have never done. you know
Hmm.
they're just they're doing all these things that are just, even they're lowballing on Grailed. That's where they are right now. But everything I mentioned here, they're doing it for the boys. It's all for the boys.
Hmm. Yeah, fair enough. But I think both genders are guilty of this. They just do things that are pleasing people of the same gender. You know what I'm saying? Like the clothes you buy, we're not impressing any girls with that. We're impressing the fellow we're the impressing the mates. It's like, oh, you got that new chrome hearts on. Shit, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like it's not for anyone but the boys. And same with chicks. Like you think guys are impressed that they're reading the newest novel at the park? Don't give a fuck.
yeah. The performative male is performing for who? The other males.
Totally. It's a
He doesn't
competition out
even know
there.
that.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
I guess actually the performative male is the exception here. I take this back. That is like, it is such an iconic like motif because, Eric, it is breaking away from the men's retreat. It's like, while the army retreats, the lone soldier steps up and like triples down on like peacocking to all of womankind. It's
Mhm.
like it's like they're like, oh, if I'm not gonna follow the army, I'm gonna like over index so hard. And
Mhm.
Like, there's no in between. Men
Yeah.
are radicalized.
Totally, dude. Pick a side.
Pick a side.
Dude, peacocking is so funny because, like, if you really like, nature is just the same for everything, right? It's like humans are kind of like those birds that do like the funny little dance to like attract the chick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, have you ever seen like dudes by themselves dancing at a bar or club? It's like they're doing that exact same thing. They're just trying to like look cool for some chick to like go talk to them. It's so funny.
It's crazy.
Why do people do that?
Yeah, dude. And it sometimes works. It's like if you wiggle the right way, it works.
Mhm.
But if you wiggle the wrong way, it really doesn't.
It's an art form, not a science, unfortunately, for most men.
Unfortunately. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how you wiggle if you follow Rick Owens' school of thought. Just like have a hot bod.
That is the best way to make it through life, I think.
Mm-hmm. So to circle this back to an act of rebirth, the TurHamKen it better look real good. Is what I'm saying. If we're going to be eating that up, it better be tasty.
Totally. And if you want to be attractive, stop eating at Subway. That's the best advice I could give you.
You're probably right. It's not a good look to even just be nearby, but let alone, yeah, there's so many reasons. If you want to get into it, just go back 469 episodes.
Perfect. Okay, well, that's all I had to talk about, Ty. Anything else you want to cover, or should we get this weekend started?
Yeah, dude, I got like 20 more beers to drink, so I really got to get going.
Oh, fuck. Okay, me too. Think fresh, everybody.
Ciao.